My name is Jessica Gutierrez, and I attend the Berks campus. Almost 22 years we've been in the pizza shop business. My husband's name is Francisco, and we've been married for almost 8 years. I grew up in a Christian home. We went to church every Sunday. When I was 13, my mom and dad got divorced, and that was pretty much the last time that I went to church. My mom and my daughter got baptized in March. They were always telling me, come to church, come to LCBC, come to, I'm like, no, it's all right. But of course I went to Monica and my mom's baptism, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Since then, I have missed maybe 4 gatherings. We don't miss it. We just love it. And I started, praying more. I got baptized at the Harrisburg campus. That next week, Berks was opening. So that was my last time I was at the Harrisburg campus when I got baptized. It's just an amazing experience. We have 7 children. I have 4 from a previous marriage and 3 with Francisco. Ben, my nephew, was living with us because his mother passed away. On October 9th, the kids didn't have school, and then I called home to see what everybody was doing around 11 o'clock. And my daughter, Tiffany, who's 11, she answered, and I asked her where Ben was. And she said, he's not awake yet. I said, well, go downstairs and see if he is with Mark. So she went down, and she found him dead, in his bed. The day that Ben passed away, me, Francisco, and my older kids, we were all interviewed separately, just questioned, if we did something if anybody knows anything, because it's not normal for a child to just pass away in their sleep. I called Matt. Within an hour, Lorraine, Matt, Joel, and Ryan were at the house, and they were there all day. It was raining. Sometimes they were outside. They weren't allowed in most of the time just because of all the investigating, and we put some canopies up. They were there. And just going through something like that, we weren't alone. I don't know what we would have done without our LCBC family and our community, because everybody just came together. The texts, the calls, it was just amazing. We were not used to all of that support. Five weeks after Ben passed away, November 14th, we were here working. Francisco was in the back making dough. 5 police come in. I didn't know if they were coming for me. I'm like, what's going on? So I asked him, what can I do for you? I'm looking for Francisco Gutierrez. It wasn't just police, it was, immigration. What are you talking about? So I was like, this is all a big mess up. We had submitted all the paperwork for him to become legal 2 years ago. And they said that in the paperwork he had not put in one of the dates where he was caught at the border in 2000. And I said, I have all his papers here. His waivers approved, his fingerprints were approved. We were waiting for his appointment to go down to Mexico to get his resident alien card. I had just received an email the week before saying we were going to be getting that appointment soon. So I was like, this is all a big mess up. But they took him. They kept coming back to the same thing, that when he had came in the year 2000, he was deported then, and they were going to reinstate that order, and he was going to be deported. He was being held at York County Prison in Immigration Department. His birthday went by. His birthday was in November. We went through Thanksgiving. We went through Christmas and New Year's, and still nothing. Francisco would always call me around 9 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock, I got a call, and he was in Mexico City. That was just the worst day ever. This just can't be happening. And we were grieving Ben. Ben had only been gone 5 weeks when they picked him up. It was just really hard. So even though we were going through all that difficulty at the end of the year, we were still being blessed in so many ways, surrounded by everybody from our life group, from everywhere, everyone at LCBC. We know God has been there in the ups, in the downs, and I questioned him several times, but then we get something through the mail, or somebody calls me or tells me, I'm like, yeah, we're so blessed. We decided that the best thing to do right now is to move to Mexico. The kids are excited to go, but it's a change. Nobody likes change. I don't like change either, but if that's where God wants us, then that's where we're gonna go. A Bible verse that Ben read the day before he passed away with his life group leader in church was, teach us to realize the brevity of life so that we may grow in wisdom. The day before he died, he read that verse. Teach us to realize the brevity of life, that we know that God is in control and he's getting us through this. It's just amazing what God can do.